like a frost on a rose when it comes for us all. Oh, how nature acquaints us with the nature of patience, like a seed in the snow. I've been buried to grow, for your promise is loyal, from seed to sequoia. And I know, though the winter is long, even richer the harvest it brings. Though my waiting prolongs, even greater your promise for me, like a seed. I believe that my seasons will come. Oh, Lord, I think of your love like a low winter sun. As I gaze, I am blinded in the light of your brightness, like a fire to the snow. I'm renewed in your warmth. Melt the ice of this wild soul. Tell the barren is beautiful. And I know, though the winter is long, even richer the harvest it brings. Though my waiting prolongs, even greater your promise for me, like a seed. I believe that my season will come. I can see the promise, I can see the future. You're the God of seasons, and I'm just in the winter. If all I know is harvest, is that it's worth my patience. And if you're not done working, God, I'm not done waiting. You can see my promise even in the winter, 'cause you're the God of greatness, even in a manger. For all I know of seasons is that you take your time. You could have saved us in a second. Said you sent a child. Though the winter is long, even richer the harvest it brings. Though my waiting prolongs, even greater your promise to me, like a seed. I believe that my season come. When I finally see my tree, I believe there's a season to come. Like a seed you were sown for the sake of us all. From Bethlehem's soil grew Calvary's sequoia.
Welcome, Sunland Foursquare. It's the end of 2021. We have made it. Can you believe it? 2021 started with a lot of questions, a lot of really things we were unsure of when we were going to come back to the physical location of church. But you know what? God met us every step of the way. And I'm excited today. What we're going to do is we're going to just look back at 2021, how God showed up, how God's hand was just kind of over everything. At the beginning of 2021, we started, when are we going to reopen? We decided to do this in February with the consent of council. And we were just so excited to finally see each other in person, to finally experience what some of the renovations were made in the church. Though those were made in 2020, we couldn't really fully experience them until everyone kind of came and gathered together. And that was an exciting moment, just to kind of a fresh new year, just to be together. But of course, we were met with a lot of challenges still, a lot of questions, but still God seems to have just kind of showed up every step of the way. We started off the year, of course, with Easter. We finally got some kids to kind of come and experience an Easter egg hunt. That was a lot of fun. Of course, my boys were wild and they loved it. And so there's nothing, I think, more exciting sometimes to just have the ruckus and the chaos of kids running around our building, and that was just a beautiful moment. 2021 was filled with a lot of excitement, but it was also, there was a lot of heartbreak, there was a lot of hurdles, a lot of pain. And so in the middle of the year, we lost a friend of ours. We lost Nick, and he passed away, and now he's with the Lord. But I couldn't help but really, I wanted to really honor him at the end of the year, to remember his life and what he leaves behind. And one of the things that he often tried to do is to make it to Laundry Love. And so he was in physical pain a lot, but he always tried to make a step, to make an effort to be there. And I remember 2 weeks before he passed away, he mentioned something to me, and I thought I was quite, it marked me for the rest of the year. He said, though I experience this physical pain, I would much rather have this physical pain than the emotional pain that I had. 2020, sometimes for a lot of people, it created an emotional pain, a loneliness. Getting back together was healthy. He found a blessing out of it. And that marked me. Because what it meant is, hey, I would much rather take a physical pain than an emotional pain. My heart and my soul is at peace. It is at ease. It is comforted that I have God, and that's really everything that I need. And then we long for a day everything will be made right. For our brother Nick, he is in the presence of Jesus, and so everything is made right. He is made whole. He's made fully content, and so we celebrate that. But of course, we took some time to mourn that, and so that really catapulted as to what we were going to do at Laundry Love. We wanted just to bring a bit more effort to Laundry Love, and I'm happy to report that at the end of the year, for all of 2021, we paid over 300 loads of laundry. I mean, come on, that's something to be excited about. And so that's something that we can say, hey, God provided through His people, through this community, and in Sunland, just our local vicinity. That's how many loads of laundry we did. So for some, it was like $5. For some, it was $10, $15, or $20, $30 that we gave. And I can't tell you enough how much of a blessing that is for people, and how much hope that brings, how much love and encouragement that brings. The rest of the year, also, we were able to give at the end of the summer 45 backpacks to a lot of our kids in our community. We all know that we have a local preschool right next to the church. We gave most of the backpacks there and then gave the rest of them at Laundry Love. So again, we were able to be a blessing in our community. Our goal was to find a need, an opportunity in which we can partner with God and just come alongside in what He's already doing. Often the question is, what is in your hand? God is not asking us what we don't have. He's just simply asking, hey, what's in your hand? And just offer that. And that's exactly what we did. Now, what I love about 2021, that we could really invite our neighbors to church. this year at Treat Yourself Night, we had over 250 is what we calculated. And I got to give a special shout out because Sean did over 220 hot dogs. Guys, 220 hot dogs. I mean, that's insane. So we averaged and calculated that it was around 250 people that showed up. Come on, those are our neighbors that showed up. We went into the event not really expecting that many people, because in 2019 we had 90 people, which was great. It was great to meet so many of our neighbors, but we didn't expect it, and it was a great surprise. We stepped in faith. We put our money where our mouth is, because we were like, okay, we're going to invest in a place where families can come find a fun and safe place, where even I felt safe because my boys had only one way in and one way out, and it was quite the blessing just to see so many of our neighbors. I can't tell you how much I heard this, that they were so thankful that they had something locally that they could go to and take their children and feel completely safe. For so many, it was like maybe the first time really going out and seeing so many people. So many people told me, man, I really, really, really needed this. And it was great to be able to be that blessing in our community. At the end of the year, we also had Santa Claus come to town. I mean, that was a beautiful moment where we had Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, we even had a reindeer, we had a train ride, and we gave away gifts. We had actually allocated a certain amount of gifts, and the interest was so high, sign-ups kept coming in that we had to go and get more gifts. Our church also came through with more gifts, and I'm happy to say that we had more than enough gifts. Now, we didn't have that many more, but we had quite a bit left. And so our goal is, again, we're going to give them away. By the time you hear this, we would have already given them away at Laundry Love. So Christmas is still continuing. The spirit of generosity is in the house, is in the community. That is through your generosity. It is through your commitment, your collaboration with us, that we're able to be that type of blessing in our community. And I just want to take some time to look back at the year. We started off with the word that I just couldn't shake, and it was the word zeal. And it comes from this encouragement from Paul to never lack in zeal, to never lack in passion when we are serving God. And we know this, that when we serve God whether in church context or a work context or whatever it is. Our goal was to do everything with zeal. If it was praying, it was to do it with zeal. If it was to worship, it was to do it with zeal. If it was to give and be generous, again, to do it with zeal. And if it was to serve, it was to do it wholeheartedly and passionate. I got to tell you, every single time we served, every single time we gave something, every single time we blessed our community, it was done with a passion, with a deep zeal in our hearts to bless our community. And there's this beautiful scripture in Matthew chapter 5, verses 13 through 16. And it's this thing that Jesus tells us who we are. He says, you are the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. My prayer is, as we just wrapped up Advent, that we would be marked by these four elements, that it would be hope, peace, love, and joy. That we would be the people that are the most hopeful, that we are the people that are at most peace. We're not anxious, we're not perplexed, that we're the people that are both recognize the deep love that God has for us, and that we take that same love and we take it to our community, and that we're the most joyous people, that we are marked by who Jesus is, that we emulate who He is, and we become the salt of the earth, the light of the world. And that my prayer is this, that in 2022, again, we continue this rhythm to shine a light in every dark area of our world, wherever there's chaos, wherever there's darkness, that we would carry this light and we would, in essence, be the salt of the earth in 2022 and in years to come. I am excited for what is to come. I am hopeful that our best days are ahead of us. We've seen God's blessing, God's provision, and it makes me more expectant, because if God showed up in 2021, then I believe that God will show up in 2022. Now, church, we love you. We'll see you soon, January 9th. I just want to give you a quick announcement. January 10th, we start our 21 days of prayer and fasting. You can sign up on our website if you want to come alongside of us to fast and to pray together. I will be teaching on what it means to pray and fast in the next coming weeks. But I just encourage you to start this year. We're ending the year December 26th, that we would end this year again with this hope for this next year. And some things aren't going to work out, but we have the promise of a future peace. So we look to our future with expectancy and with hope, and then with peace in our hearts, with a deep love and a deep joy. And so I hope that you end your year well. I hope you have a fantastic New Year's. We love you, church. We'll see you soon.